Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to writing composition class. So before we begin, make sure you have your packet out and you are turned to the brainstorming box page. It should be the second page in our writing packet. And make sure you have something to write with. Today we will talk about introductions, narrow down ideas, and develop a central idea statement. So let's start by reading our objective out loud. Get ready. Students will be able to develop a central idea statement. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you my central idea statement, and then after that you should be able to create your own. So if you remember yesterday for homework, your homework was to fill out your brainstorming box and narrow it down to at least 2 or 3, possibly one topic that you're very interested in writing about this week. So why is an introduction important? Well, like I always say on Tuesdays, the introduction is the first thing that the readers get to read. It's that one part in the essay that you really need to capture the reader's attention. Because if you can't get them in the introduction, guess what? They're not going to read the rest. So you want to be able to really hook them in the beginning, and that can only happen if you use a very effective hook and a well-organized introduction. And so the reason why we do checklists is so that we can make sure everything in our introduction is very well organized and that it flows well. The introduction is also the place where you make your point, your statement. And that's why we have the central idea statement, because that is the sentence that tells what the writing is about. And that's what we're working on today. Okay, so if you have not selected your topic after yesterday's homework, that's okay. You can always come back to the test your topic page. I've already selected my topic. And let me show you that topic really quick. Here we are. Okay, so I narrowed down my ideas to volunteering, donating food, and then making time to help, because sometimes you might want to help, but you don't really have enough time. So making time would be important to helping others. So I narrowed it down to volunteering. So I also went ahead and drafted out my central idea statement. So this is what I wrote. So remember, my topic that I'm going to write about is volunteering. So after I start developing my introduction, I would think of 2 moments or reasons where I volunteered my time to help others. So here's my central idea statement. It says, volunteering your time for a good cause can be a great way to help others. So just by reading this sentence, can you tell what the writing is about? What will it be about? It's going to be about helping others, right? And volunteering to help others. So when you're writing your central idea statement, whatever your topic is, maybe it's donating money. You can say, donating money is a great way to help people who are less fortunate than others. Or volunteering at a nursing home is a really kind way to help poor or sick people, right? Spending your time with them and things like that. So as long as you say what it is you're writing about and tying it into the topic, which is helping others or helping the sick or poor people, you can just say help others. You don't have to say this over and over again. Also, because I feel like this word poor is not a very kind word, because poor can mean different things. Poor can mean, like poor grades, poor work ethic. You can say people less fortunate than others. It doesn't have to be just poor. So you can say just help others. So that's why I mentioned that. My topic is volunteering to help others. So now let's go back to the checklist to see if I can actually write about this. Okay, so let's test my topic. Is the topic something I have strong feelings about? Yes, definitely have strong feelings about volunteering. Number 2, is the topic something I know a lot about? Yeah, I volunteered in different places when I was a lot younger. I volunteered at an animal shelter. I volunteered at a nursing home. I volunteered at the recycling center. I volunteered at those marathons, like to give the runners water. I volunteered to be a part of those 5Ks and donate my time to a good cause. So there's all sorts of things that I've done to volunteer. So I think I can, I know a good amount of things to be able to write about this in an essay. Number 3, can I describe this topic in great detail? Well, that depends on my ability to be descriptive. Do I want to use simple words like sad, bad, or said? Or do I want to say things like, feeling excited or feeling extremely ecstatic? So the difference between me being able to write in great detail is up to me and my ability to write in descriptive words. And that's one thing that I've been noticing that we need to work on. As we're getting ready for 5th grade, we need to make sure that we are using a higher level of vocabulary. So use your dictionary. Challenge yourself to replace those overused words, okay? Number 4, would my audience be interested in this topic? Well, sure, they can be interested in the topic if I make it exciting enough, definitely. And number 5, would my audience feel that reading about this topic was worthwhile? Yes, because by the end of the essay, while they're reading my essay, they're going to know something about me. I'm going to inform them something about me and maybe, hopefully, encourage them to want to go and volunteer as well. So I want them to feel a good, something good came out of them reading my essay, right? That's what I hope for. So let me move myself. So this is our checklist. This is what needs to be in our introduction. We need our hook, a little bit of information or details, central idea statement, and stating your reasons briefly. So you can mention, your 2 reasons really quickly, and then your central idea. It doesn't need to be in a specific order. However, the hook does need to come first. That's the only thing that needs to come first. And then you can flow into your central idea by giving a little bit of details or information about why you use that hook. So for example, my hook that I used says, giving someone your time and care doesn't cost a single dime. So, what are you talking about? What does that mean? I want to know what's going to happen next, right? So then I said, helping people doesn't always mean you need to give money or expensive things. Volunteering your time to a good cause can be a great way to help others. Because it doesn't cost money to volunteer. And so that's why I use that hook. So you want to flow your hook into the central idea. You don't just want to say hook, central idea, and then move on. No. You want to have at least 3 to 4 sentences in the introduction. You can get it done in 3, but you can't get it done in 2 or 1. Needs to be 3, 4, possibly 5. But usually you can get it done in 3 or 4. But it can't be less than that. So that's why we have these bullet points. And if you notice, we have 4 bullet points. So you might want to use that to think about 4 sentences. But sentences doesn't mean lines. 1 sentence can go up to 3 lines. It could be a compound sentence, a complex sentence. So don't think 1 sentence, 1 line. That's not the same thing. It could be, 1 sentence, 2 lines. 1 sentence, 1.5 lines. So don't think about it in terms of the lines on the paper. Think about it in terms of how long the sentence can be. Okay. For homework for today, make sure you develop your central idea statement. I'm going to upload my central idea statement onto the class Teams. You can also just pause the video where I showed you my central idea statement. That might be helpful too. And then I want you to draft out your introduction. I will also upload my introduction that I read to you guys. I have it written out in my journal right now, but by the time this video is uploaded, I'll have it on the lined paper so that you guys can go ahead and look at it. I will also do some identifying on my introduction. That way you can see, and I'm going to label it so you can see what it is. Like I'll label the hook, I'll label the central idea. That way, when you're writing yours, you can look at mine and you can, kind of do it side by side to help you while you're writing yours. So as Ms. Hernandez mentioned on Dojo, today, Tuesday, we will not be able to be here to answer your questions all day because sadly, right now we're at school cleaning out our classrooms. It's going to be kind of sad, taking out all your things and going through the memories of being in class and doing writing time. And, some of you got to go on the carpet and some of you would be graders or tutors. We got to play music. Remember we would do that? And I would do Dojo Random for you guys to stand up and share your writing. So all of those memories are going to be coming back to me today while I'm at school cleaning out my classroom. But while we are all there at school, I hope that all of you are working very, very hard on all of your assignments for today. And don't forget, in your spare time, make sure that you are reading an AR book and you are testing on it. We are so close to reaching the goal for our whole school to getting Royal Readers. So make sure that you are meeting those goals and that you're spending your free time in a productive way. All right, guys. If you have a message, if you have a question, send me a message and I will get back to you as soon as I get home and read your message. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.